What's up, guys? This is James. I'm CEO of Bright Idea Marketing, and today I want to talk about your 2019 goals. Now, if you are the person that doesn't do 2019 goals, you need to listen to this because you've got to have goals. Now, there's an argument out there to people saying that, look, 2019 goals, setting your goals are kind of stupid. It's just kind of an arbitrary line, delineation of differences of years. And yes, I agree with that, but I personally use it as a marker for starting fresh, for a whole new way to start from square one, to just look at things differently. And it's just a marker. Yes, it's all psychological, but it's useful for me. So I think you should do it as well, because you can have that marker, that feeling of new, fresh motivation. So stick with me here, and I'll go through the things that you need to be doing to stay motivated and to accomplish your goals for 2019. Okay, so the first thing I do when I'm writing out my goals for the next year is I have two different types of goals. One is kind of the dream, the wish, the kind of fantasy goal that gives me the big picture of where I want to go. And what I do is I take this big picture. This could be maybe 100 times or 500 times the size of the company that I have now, 100 to 500 times the employees that I have now, all of these things. And it really helps me keep my vision clear. It helps motivate me to know that this is where I'm headed. But what I do is I actually, instead of saying this big goal is a 5-year goal or a 10-year goal, I take a second to imagine if I accomplish that goal this next year. And the reason I do that is because it actually puts me into the mindset of what actually needs to happen. What are the tasks that would have to be accomplished? It's not possible, but if it was possible, what are the tasks that I need to do to reach that goal? So that's kind of the stretch goal, the dream goal, and that keeps me motivated and gets me thinking differently. So that goal is not necessarily meant to be accomplished for the next year, but you at least have a thought experiment into what needs to be done to accomplish that. Okay, so that's goal number one. Goal number two is the more realistic. Now, when I say realistic, whatever your goal is here, it needs to be a stretch goal no matter what. So whatever you're doing, it needs to be 2 times or 3 times or even 5 times more than what you're doing now. I don't care if you're talking about relationships or if you're talking about business, your revenues, number of employees, whatever it is, it needs to be 2 to at least 5 times what you're doing now. Because going outside of that 2 times and above takes you outside of your comfort zone, and it forces you to develop yourself and to get better. So that's the second type of goal. You always want to have a goal that's just outside of what you think is possible, just outside of your reach. But something that is actually, if you do the numbers right, is actually an accomplishable task. So have those 2 goals in mind and start out January 1st reading those goals every day, having both of them, both the dream goal and also the practical end of year goal. So by having that, you will have clarity of intent, you will have this motivation and this passion to know where you're going, but then you have the tasks, the actual actionable tasks that will get you where you want to be. So write those down, read those daily whenever you wake up, keep that motivation high, but also keep the tasks in mind of what you need to do. And be realistic. Make sure that you can accomplish that second type of goal. Make sure that it's actually possible, but you'd have to go crazy to be able to accomplish it, yes, but make sure that it can be done. So keep that in mind. Get your goals for 2019. I'd love to hear your goals. Put them in the comments below. I'd love to find out what yours are, and I'll talk about mine later today and hopefully get you motivated as well. All right, have an awesome day.